What's going on, guys? Got this question here. This was actually a lot longer, but I just took the second half. They had to break it up into two parts because of the character limit. Essentially what they're wondering is how far do trains actually travel, and what's the stipulation on the crews? How long can they stay on the train? Essentially, the trains are going to go as far as they need to go. So if it has to go from LA to New Jersey, it's going to make that full trek. However, with that being said, the crew is bound by the FRA laws, which require 12 hours of service. So once you hit that 12th hour, you have to be done with your shift. It's kind of like pencils down in a class. Your train will get recrewed. Now that recrew, they'll send a cab or a taxi service out with a new conductor, a new engineer, and sometimes an engineer trainee or a conductor trainee. They will get to a location wherever that train happened to stop. You'll do a quick job briefing, you'll exchange brake slips, and they'll take over the train from that point to continue on its route, and they'll start their 12 hours of service. From that point, you'll hop in the cab and you'll head to either the away terminal, check out there, and then go to your hotel to get your mandatory 10 hours of rest, or they'll take you home. It depends on where you stopped. So hopefully that gives you a better understanding as to how that works. When it comes to the standard distance of a train traveling, a lot of terminals have standard pools or the runs that they go. So for example, from Conway to Toledo is a typical run. It's a pool that rotates between there. The people that come out of Conway go from Conway to Toledo, Toledo to Conway, and they stop at the yards in between when they have to. Other than that, that is the standard 228-mile round trip that crew will work. Now, from that point, you've got people that go from Toledo to Chicago, Toledo to Elkhart, any of those things, and they'll have a pool in that area, and employees will work that pool. So that's kind of how they break it up. So the train will go as far as it needs to go, but it'll be worked by different crews as it progresses. The longest you can work on a train is 12 hours, and then after that 12 hours is over, you'll get recrewed by another conductor or engineer so that you can go and get your mandatory hours of rest, which is 10 hours. Now, that 10 hours, when you get to your hotel or home, depending on where you stop the train at that point, you'll get your 10 hours of rest, and they can call you as soon as that 10 hours expires. It doesn't always happen, but after that 10 hours, they can call you at any point to take another train from then on. So hopefully that cleared it up for you a little bit and wasn't too confusing. If you have any other questions, make sure you let me know, and I'll get that answered as soon as I can. Take care.